I'm here. Well, today, hi, welcome. Wait, how do I intro a podcast alone? What? Welcome back to the 19th episode of Not Sure What's Going On, but it's happening. I'm your only host of the day. What? I'm Giovanna Tronconi. Hi, and welcome to this. And if you don't know, I'm normally seated right by my best friend, Callie Driscoll. We share the podcast. We are one with the podcast. And she's not here. Like, what? We're also in my house. We've never filmed in my house. Well, yeah, that's actually a lie. We filmed in my living room once. I've never filmed in my room for the podcast, which is crazy because, like, somebody could be watching this right now and be like, oh, never seen this place before. But it's like I film in my bedroom every single day because I post on YouTube. If you don't know, you can go check that out. It just feels really awkward, and I feel like the camera's crooked, and that's something also Callie would correct. But, like, she's not here, so, like, it doesn't matter, guys. It's just you and me. What? And an orange cream poppy, and we're going to drink that. Oh, I love a poppy. Callie was unable to make it to the podcast this week and last week, but I'm actually filming this, like, on Saturday. So it's like she's only been gone for a week in my world, but in your world, she's been gone for 2. But with that being said, I am filming today because I was talking to I was not on the phone with somebody, I was texting somebody, and, he was like, where's the podcast? And I said, funny story. There isn't one for this week, but I can film alone for next week. And here I am now. So I was like, oh, what topic could I do? And, I said, because I can just yap. On my YouTube channel, I just yap about my own life and, like, random things in it. But sometimes I don't go too in depth because I'm like, do you want to watch a vlog? But, like, 80% of it's just me talking. Like, you want something to be going on in the vlog. So we're just going to have a one-on-one bonding. I'm just going to spill the tea to you and you only. And it's even more of a tea-spilling session because it's just me and you. It's not that Callie would be in the way of spilling of tea, but it's like, if Callie's there, she normally knows everything going on in my life, and then we recite it back to you. Whereas in this case, we are the ones communicating, me and you. So I made a note on my phone about random things I want to talk about. And we're going to yap. We're going to have some girl time. So let's see what I put first on my list. Oh, fun one. I quit my job, y'all. If you don't know, probably. I have a 9 to 5, or I don't have a 9 to 5. I had a 9 to 5, and I say 9 to 5. It was one shift a week, 9 to 5. I don't share every detail of my life, though, but let's just say that the rest of the days in my week are already full. So it was my only day to possibly work a 9 to 5 there, and it was squeezed into my life. Like, it was like I would literally most days be leaving my house at 8:30 in the morning and not truly, like, I might stop back at home, but I wasn't truly coming home until like 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. Like, my life was nonstop, never ending. I could never rest. I could never sleep in. If you know me, you know I'm a night owl who wants to sleep in. Like, it was just not enjoyable. So I quit. And it was actually really awkward because, like, when I went to go quit, I was going to, like, clock out and be like, hey, peace out. I need to put in 2 weeks, whatever. My manager, on the phone leaving her office, which is where you clock in now, and I said, so that's not going to work, so I had to call her. But then she was like, yeah, like, you don't need to put in 2 weeks. So I was like, I'm a chill part-time person. Like, I'm not, like, a major person they have to replace at all. So that was a very joyous moment last week, and like yesterday was Friday for me, so I was just the whole day yesterday I was just like, I'm so happy. And it wasn't only just like the fact that I didn't have to go to work. My life, like, things were just clicking in my life, and I was like, that was the best decision I've ever made, quitting that place. Literally the last day I was there, y'all, I'm not gonna say like the name of the company, but like the jobs I was doing were so random. Like, the last task I ever did is, if you go into a tire dealer, okay, I did not work for a tire dealer, but you go into a tire place or, like, a car dealership, and they're going to have these, like, little cardboard things that have, like, tires on them, basically, like tire tread, to tell you when you need to get new tires. Like, it's a tread thing. It's like, oh, this is new tread, this is really bad tread, this is good tread, whatever. It's like a scale, basically, and you have to individually, nope, you don't, you have to glue on the tires onto the piece of cardboard. I don't know how to describe this. That's what I was doing. I was sticking the tire onto the paper. That was the last task I was doing. Like, what? I didn't even know that was an option as a task until that moment. I was like, new area unlocked. I'm like walking through the whole building and I'm like, I've never been here. I'm now working with tires, with tire rubber. What is my job? It's not my job anymore. Okay? Let's go on to the next thing. To debrief my life. Chill. I tanned today. The UV has not been good, and when it has been good, it's been on Fridays during that darn 9 to 5. I'm so happy, y'all. I tanned, and I was outside tanning. Was it like 45 degrees today? Yeah. Was I freezing? Yes. I went outside in shorts because I said putting on bathing suit bottoms in this weather is, meant to, I'll put on shorts. I'll add an extra 3 inches of fabric. Whatever. I think that makes complete sense. Went outside, freezing. So then I came inside and I put on sweatpants because my upper body tanning is more important than my lower body tanning, and my lower body also tans pretty quickly, so it's like, it's fine, whatever. But like, I was like, oh, like, I feel like there's this level of tanning where like you need to get off the cool tones. Like there's like pale, and then there's like your cool tones. You have blue undertones to you at one point. You're like a little scary, especially someone who does not have like olive undertones. I have like pink undertones, if that's the terminology. So like I get really pale sometimes, which is really sad because I'm Italian, y'all. And I'm not just saying like, oh, I'm Italian, I'm 20% Italian. No, I am talking my grandmother came over from Italy on a boat. Okay? I have family in Italy. Good chunks of my family speak Italian. And if they don't, it's not because they weren't around it. Well, actually it was because they weren't around it. Because my papa didn't want my nana to speak Italian around everybody because she wanted the kids to, like, know English. But in result, they don't all know, like, perfect Italian. Whatever. How'd I get there? Oh, yeah, I'm Italian, so I should be able to tan. And I'm looking really pale in this lighting. But I do, guys, want to let you know that I have a tan line. I don't know how that came to be because I was outside for like an hour and a half. Was the UV7? Yes. Yes, it was. So I can now say I'm not ghostly pale. I am just pale. And I need to get tanning quick because I've got stuff going on in May where I cannot be pale for it. And I don't want to fake tan. I don't want to. I think I like don't want to look orange or streaky. That's like my fears with fake tanning. But like I feel like I'm at this point where it's like I should. I think, you know what, like, if you mess up once, whatever, learn. You learn from your mistakes. So I think I need to fake tan, but, like, in the future, but, like, right now, the sun is out, and I can tan via the sun, I need a drink for the next one. I don't want to be like, oh, I'm so happy Callie's not here, but, like, this is something where she'd be bored out of her mind for me yapping about, but I'm about to be so happy with the words that are about to come out of my mouth, and all I'm going to talk about for the next couple of minutes here is the WNBA draft and free agency. If you do not know, I love women's basketball. I love the WNBA on levels that, like, to be honest, in the winter I had a moment of, like, wow, am I, like, not a fan as much as I was? Like I'm still a fan and I'm keeping up to date, but, like, I'm not as, like, passionately in depth as I was in the summer. Don't worry, it was just that the season was not here. Because the fact that, like, the season is starting so soon. Also, y'all, I'm going to be at my dream concert. I'm going to in May. You know what is the same day? The first Dallas Wings game. What? The first official game of the season. Dallas Wings versus the Fever on May 9th. I'll be at my dream concert, and I'm so excited for that. I will also not be able to watch the first game. I keep track of every single Dallas game I watch. And, okay, I need to not talk about that because I'll actually be really sad. But there's just so much going on. The draft, you're seeing this on Friday. The draft was on Monday. For me, it's Saturday. So the draft hasn't happened yet. I think Azzi Fudd is going first. And to those out there who are like, I don't think Azzi Fudd's going first. I don't think she's going first. It should be Lauren Betts. It should be Olivia Miles. I have some thoughts. And I just need you to hear this out. The Dallas Wings have the first pick, okay? They got Paige last year, okay? She's a guard. On their training camp roster, with everybody who is signed to training camp, that does not mean they're on the official roster. That just means that they have a chance to be in training camp. Do you realize how many people don't make it out of training camp? So many. 6 guards currently have access to get into training camp, okay? And the only trades and deals and signings of new players that the Dallas Wings have had or gotten rid of and signed on new players, the only trades that we have had this year are for bigs and centers. In basketball terms, there's like the tall, they're all tall. But there's like the semi-tall, and then there's the like really tall people. They've only signed really tall people this year, meaning that they're going to want another guard because they're like, oh, they have Enrique, they have Paige. Paige is not a true point guard. I mean, she's not a true shooting guard. Whatever, she tends to go point. But you know who is a shooting guard? Enrique Gumbawale, who people are so mad that she got a contract. Do y'all not realize how good she is and how good she was the second half of last year until she got tendonitis in her knee? She was so good. And also people are like, they have Enrique. Why do they need another shooting guard? Like, why would they get AZ? Do you think that we need Enrique to play 40 minutes in every game? There were so many injuries last year because we, like, a teammate would, like, get sick, and then they'd have to, like, play one player a bunch, and then that player would be sick or injured, and, like, it was this cycle of literally the Dallas Wings. To play a game, I think you need 7 or 8 team active players, and there were multiple games where they were at, like, 7 and had to put, like, a fourth, like, 7-day contract on their team because there were so many injuries. We cannot have Enrique playing 40 minutes. We need AZ Fudd. And the thing is, I love Lauren Betts. To be honest, if the Dallas Wings were to draft Lauren Betts, I would be really happy. But the thing with Olivia Miles is, I'm just going to say, AZ Fudd is better. And so why is she in the number 1 pick spot? What? Like, there are some players where, like, I love Flau'jae Johnson. Would I love for her to go, like, second? Yeah. Is she? No. She's gonna go, like, 8th, maybe. Like, 5th to 10th is her, like, range of drafting spot. And that's nothing against her. That means she's just one of the best in the country. Like, that's all she means. That's all it means. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there are some players where I can love a player and see that they are not first round material, but I can see that, or like, you know, I can accept that, like, one of my favorite players might not be the best of the best in their draft class. I can see that AZ Fudd is the best of the best in their draft class. Like, so AZ Fudd she doesn't need to go first. I would love for her to go first. And everyone's like, but we don't want her to go to a bad team. Y'all, if you are a good player, you go to a bad team in any sport. That is how it works. The point is that you go to a bad team and you make them better. Okay? And I'm trying to have hope for the Dallas Wings this year because last year in the beginning of the season, I knew nothing about Chris Koklanis, and everyone was like, oh my gosh, I hate this man. And I was like, guys, we are 2 preseason games into the year. Like, what do you mean we hate this man? And if you watch my YouTube, you might know my personal opinions on him. And let's just say that the day he was fired, there has never been the level of rejoicing in my life, besides probably when I found out Tropical Smoothie was coming to the city I live in. Oh my gosh, no, I did tell you about my Tropical Smoothie, right? I forget if I told the pod this. There was styrofoam in my cup, and it also tasted like Chinese, like, chicken, vegetables, like beef lo mein vibes. Like, it just was not giving. And I complained to them, and I have not gotten a response. Somebody did tell me I should have, like, sued them or something. That just would have taken a little bit of work. I don't know the process of going to sue someone, but they really irritated me. Tropical Smoothie, if you're hearing this, I'm your ride or die, but, like, I haven't gotten it since at the same time. Oh my gosh. Jessica Shepard got signed to the Dallas Wings. Are we hearing this? Jessica Shepard got signed to the Dallas Wings. Jessica Shepard, one of my favorite players on the Lynx. Actually, like, the whole team of the Lynx is my favorite players. But, like, my favorite player on the Lynx. So it's not my favorite team. So it's like I can root for them a lot. But the second they're up against Dallas, I can never cheer them on, you know, and it's painful. Jessica Shepard got signed, because she was a free agent, from the Minnesota Lynx to the Dallas Wings. The Minnesota Lynx also did not re-sign Natisha Heidemann. Y'all, actually, give me 1 second. I just dug through my whole closet. I cannot find the shirt I was looking for. I was just going to say, like, oh my gosh, I'm such a big fan. I literally have a shirt with Natisha Heidemann's face on it. And Courtney Williams, Stud Buds for Life. Well, She's on the Storm now, which I'm so excited about her being on the Storm. Like, I feel like she'll get so much playing time, and I was like, oh my gosh, imagine the point guards on the team being Sky Diggins and Natisha Heidemann. Like, that teens, like, that's gonna be crazy. Well, Skylar Diggins is going to the Sky. Huh? What is with the Sky and just, like, never letting anything rest and, like, always angering me? Rakia Jackson, did that get confirmed? Rakia Jackson going to the Sky? I actually feel so bad for her, though. Because, like, I don't want to say anything about her personal life because I think it's her personal life, but let's just say that, like, some, like, legal stuff went on and she's been through it, and what do you mean she's going to the Sky? Is that confirmed? Like, I don't want to be talking about that and then it'd be like, oh, like, actually, Rakia Jackson's is staying with the Sparks. Okay, wait, I don't think it's been confirmed yet. I'm hoping it doesn't get confirmed. I'm hoping she doesn't end up there. But where's Courtney Williams going? Where the heck is she going right now, y'all? Because she's not on a team. That is some crucial information that I need to know. Where's Dejanay Carrington going? I cannot rest easy until I have found homes for my team. For my favorite players. I don't even know. And I'm also, y'all, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Let's just say my Monday was supposed to be busy and I was supposed to be really, like, I was going to have to hurry. I was not going to be, the draft is at 6:30 on Monday. I was not going to be able to be home until at the earliest, like, 7:15. Like, maybe 7 if I really hurried. Like, I was not going to be home in time to watch the beginning of the draft, which is, like, in my book, the most important part, just because Dallas has the first pick. I have players I want to be drafted in every single round, so I will be watching the entire thing of it. But I'm also realizing I'm sitting so far to this side on the camera, I feel like Callie should be next to me. Like, I'm, guys, me editing, put the picture of Callie right in there. Okay, Callie's now with us. She has no interest in women's basketball, but, like, she's now with us. And she's gonna hate me for doing that. Should I put, like, a bad picture of her? I wouldn't. Okay, I got distracted. But, let's just say my life, Monday's gonna be, like, the most amazing day of my life, and I'll be vlogging it for YouTube. Isn't it crazy how, like, behind the scenes of stuff works? Because I'm filming this on a Saturday, and you're gonna see it on a Friday, whereas I don't even know what's happened in my Monday vlog, in my WNBA draft vlog, but you guys will have already known because the video came out a day before this. Like, turnaround time on YouTube's pretty good. I've done day to the other day. Like, you know, like, we're good over there. Okay, but I feel like I've talked about that a bunch, and my phone is also at 5%. So, let's go on to the next topic. We're going to make this one brief. If you don't know what UGC is, it's user-generated content, and it's basically, like, content creation, but, like, without, like, you don't need to have a big following for it. And AKA, that's my dream. Like, doing some form of content creation, YouTube editing / like, I don't want to be a video editor. Like, that's not my dream because I like doing random things also. And, like, content creation is the perfect mix of everything. But that's, like, a little hard. And, like, my YouTube's, like, it's doing well, but it's not doing well enough. Like, I make no money on anything over there. So, like, that obviously cannot be my job. But I've been, you know, doing my UGC work over here, and let's just say one company has hired me and another one is interested. Like, are we hearing that? Y'all? Like, my life might work out. Yeah. Okay, that one was brief because, like, I don't know how much I'm supposed to share, but, like, things will be shared soon-ish, kind of, on YouTube. Okay. Well, I was gonna say, like, oh, Coachella is literally happening right now, and I want to go to Coachella so badly, y'all. Like, you don't know. Every single year I want to go to Coachella so badly. But with that being said, I'm a YouTube gal till I die, so, like, I'm not as into Coachella right now as I will be in, like, 3 days when the Coachella YouTube videos are going up, because that is what I want to see. I want to see the behind the scenes. I want to see every little detail. I will forever be a YouTube girl till I die, but, like, I feel like there's not much for me to, like, deeply talk about Coachella right now, you know? Like, Coachella is happening, and I want to be there, but, yeah. Okay, guys. Why do teachers think that it is all right to make things called student-led discussions, aka I teach the class? Because mine is on Monday. Why did I let myself sign up for this one? Like, did I know when the WNBA draft was going to be? Like, not really off the top of my head when I picked that. So, no, I did not know. And now I'm teaching the class the morning after the WNBA draft. What do you mean? I'm going to go to bed in extreme joy, happiness, sadness, anger. I don't even know what's going to be happening then. I'm going to go to bed and have to wake up the next morning and teach a class. Like, what? So actually what I'm doing after I film this is not editing it. It's actually going to be making SLD questions because I don't want to have to do any work for that on Monday. I want Monday to be like the greatest day of my life. So that means I have to lock in today and tomorrow. And tomorrow I'm kind of busy. So like I'm going to have to come up with some time here. But yeah, and last SLD, I was like, perfect. I'm gonna, like, the one I wanted was at the end of the very last class of the semester, and I wasn't thinking. I was like, perfect. I won't have to think about it until the end of the semester. It'll be like no worries in the world, and then I'll be like, okay, it's here, it's done, and then break after. It's like gonna be so nice. Why did I not think about the fact that that one was on a Thursday, and then I want to say the next Monday, I had my finals, and it wasn't just like, oh, like your finals for that semester, your finals for that class, finals for that grade, this, that, the other thing. It was my last finals of high school ever. They were a little tricky, tough, if you will, finals. I had to study a lot for them. So I was a little stressed then. I was also uploading 12 YouTube videos, because if you don't know, on YouTube, I do 12 days of Christmas, where it's like I post every other day leading up until Christmas, like the 2nd, 4th, 6th, 8th, 10th, 12th, onwards and upwards until the 24th, so I upload on Christmas Eve. So it was just a little bit of a stressful month for me. I literally have a YouTube video called Finals Ruin Christmas because I passionately believe that. Okay, guys, but I can't think about that too much because I could crash out. And like, do we need to be crashing out on the pod? I mean, like, it would make for some good content, but like, ideally we have no mental breakdowns, at least yet. Next little topic. Every time we film any podcast where there's a list involved, whether it's just like random thoughts or like things I wanted to talk about like I have today, or it's like a list of like my favorite things right now or my standards list, that podcast, I swear it haunts me, because what do you mean I'll be at a family gathering and someone will come up to me and go, Gigi, what's your standards list? And I go, girlfriend, I know you've watched the pod. And then I'll be told, no, like, can you just tell me what's on your standards list? It's not funny, guys. It's not funny. The other day, I was at my cousin's house, and what do you mean? They start watching the standards list in front of me, the podcast, and I was like, I was waiting for my mom to pick me up. I had no escape. I was like, well, I gotta ride this one out. I just gotta sit here. Luckily, I did escape before they finished the whole thing, so I didn't have to be there for all of it. But yeah, whenever I talk in podcasts, I like introduce things in a list. So the next topic, y'all, the next thing on my list, so whatever we want to say here, is the movie Regretting You. I wanted to see this. It came out in like the beginning of summer, I think, or like midsummer. It was some summery time, and it has Mason Thames and McKenna Grace in it, and big fan of both of them. I wanted to see the movie so badly. Me and Callie were actually going to go, and then we never ended up going. And let's just say I was like heartbroken over that. And then I was like, okay, now I gotta wait for it to go on streaming, but I hate streaming platforms. And then I came upon it online via a streaming platform. I wasn't like illegally watching a movie. And I watched it and I said, this is just as good as I imagined it could be. And I think I've watched it 5 times now. I rented it, not last night, but the night before. No, I did not rent it. What am I saying? I found it on Thursday night. It's now Saturday night. I think I've watched it 5 times since then. I love rewatching movies. I love binging movies on such grand levels. Like, for example, How to Train Your Dragon, which is actually, coincidence, Mason Thames plays Hiccup in live action, and they're filming 2 right now. What do you mean? How to Train Your Dragon 2 is the most life-changing movie I've ever watched. The entire, like, first, like, 10 minutes of it, I can recite the whole movie word for word, but the first, like, 10 minutes of it are, like, impactful, like, there's just something about it, because it starts off, and they're flying around, and it's like, oh, like, Burke and the Dragon Rider, we have dragons, and they're dragon racing, whatever, and then Astrid wins, whatever, and then it cuts to the scene of Hiccup, and he's flying on Toothless through the sky because his dad had asked him to be chief, and he was like, I don't want to be chief, and he just had to get away, whatever. It's like if I were to just, like, go blast music and drive down the road really fast, like, it was that vibes, except you're in the air on a dragon, and he's, like, flying, and it's just like, oh my gosh, and this song plays, and I can't remember what it's called, which sounds really dumb of me to say, but it's actually, the current playlist I've been listening to is actually an old playlist of mine, but the song is in it. It's called Where No One Goes. This song right here. Oh my gosh, that scene is so good. Why did I start talking about that? Oh yeah, because for a while, I want to say it was last February. So not this past February, last February, over a year ago. How to Train Your Dragon 2 and 3 were on Netflix. And I think I watched those movies both, there's 28 days in February. I think I watched them both 28 times, at least. I like How to Train Your Dragon 1. It does not hit me the same as 2 and 3, though. But 2 is so good. Oh my gosh, I can watch that movie so many times. For the longest time, was like, what's the point of, like, if I already pay for so many monthly streaming platforms, what's the point of buying movies? I have bought 2 movies. 2 movies in my life. One of them is How to Train Your Dragon 2. The second one is How to Train Your Dragon 3. I love them both so much. So much. Like, I can just binge movies. But, like, binge movies that, like, a movie has to, like, hit me in the right way. It can't just be like, oh, like, that was a good movie. Like, a movie has to be exceptional to, like, Frozen 2 is one of those. How to Train Your Dragon 2, How to Train Your Dragon 3, Winter, Summer, Spring, and Fall. I'm regretting you might be on there. I'm trying to think of other things, but, like, I have a lot of TV shows, too. Like, I just, like, and it's not, like, I can watch a movie and be, like, cinematography-wise, like, cinematic-wise, or storyline-wise, or just the art of it, or, like, the coloring. Like, I can look at a movie in that way and be like, that was a really good movie. But no, like, there's movies that just, like, are so good for a reason that I can't put it on, because it's not like it's the best cinematography, or, like, something that bothers me is ad placements. But some of those movies I said have ad placements in them, and it's not that, like, I don't even know. It just has to be the right thing. And there's just something so perfect about it. And I think part of it is it's, like, it's so good. But at the same time, I can, like, watch it in the background because I've seen it so many times that I think it's just I can't get bored of it. But, oh my gosh, some of those movies are so good. And that's what Regretting You has been for the past couple of days. Wait, sorry, I see Coachella outfits.
I really think you are a big part of my success. Like, you are. I'm, like, a little sad because it's like, you know.
Oh my gosh, I can't even think about the fact that Sunbuzz are being split up. Y'all, All-Star Weekend is actually, like, I just think back to it because I watched, like, all 72 hours of stream. Like, literally, like, the only hours I did not watch were the ones where they were sleeping with the camera off. But, like, it was, like, still on. It was just covered. Like, those are the only hours I didn't watch. But, like, I rewatched so much of it that, like, I definitely watched 72 hours of it, or actually more than that, because, like, I got my monthly report back from Twitch, and it was really high. Yeah, but, like, I think back to All-Star, I actually saw a clip today because it was talking about, it was, like, a clip of Paige, whatever, and I was like, oh my gosh, All-Star Weekend was actually, like, the best thing ever. All-Star Weekend was a fever dream of all fever dreams. Like, what do you mean every single day I would wake up, and given the time of year it was? Yeah. My mom just said, are you okay? Mom, I'm good. I'm just thinking about All-Star Weekend. But I was thinking about it and I was like, oh my gosh, that was like the best time ever. And like I would wake up at 9 a.m. and that was like the same time that they would start like streaming for the day and waking up and everything. And I was just like, wow. Like I just would like get up with them. I'd go to bed after like they'd be going out and partying on stream, and it was just like so perfect. And there was like, it was something of like, part of me was like, it would be so cool to be there, and part of me is like, part of the reason this is so cool is because I'm not there and I'm watching it on camera. Given my mom's like worried for me, she asked if I'm okay, and the camera guys, guess what? Guess, if you watch this pod, you know, it's about to die. So I think this is the end of today's podcast. I think it's going to be a little shorter than normal, but like I obviously don't have my twin, I don't have my second being with me, I don't have my co-host with me. So thank you for watching. Make sure to watch the podcast here on Spotify and go check it out on my YouTube, or just watch my YouTube videos on my YouTube. Everything is linked somewhere, y'all. Spotify likes to fight me on where things are linked. Ideally, it's in the description of this video. They're now really obnoxiously also in the description of our entire Spotify, and it looks really ugly. But like, if you gotta do what you gotta do. So like, you can check it out there also. It's Giovanna _Tronconi is the channel name. Thank you. I was about to do my YouTube outro. I'm not on YouTube right now, Gigi. You're on Spotify. You're on the good old podcast. Thank you for watching. Not sure what's going on, but it's happening, because I'm not sure what's going on, but it's happening. So, bye.